right, we are in the building again. Urban Matters BMGtv. I am your gracious host, Dr. Juice. We got my sister's Pinnacles in here. She in the building somewhere. We got her in here. So we'll probably hear from her later on. But y'all, we got a great, super great show for you today. I hope I'm coming through clearly. I got my microphone ready. I think we got the microphone check. 1 2 1 2. Yes, and we are here. So I want to give y'all a little preface, or some people say preface, of what today's topic is going to be about. And it's going to be about, let's make America black owned. Boy, that would be beautiful. But you know what? That's our true history, y'all. And we're going to talk about today. They saying that down in LSU, they're having some issues with Master P saying some stuff about slavery, how we don't need to dwell on slavery all the time, and we need to be trying to focus on future events, not so much past histories that's been, and I know a lot of y'all noticed that a lot of this history has been told in reverse, and it also has been misinformed. It's a fake history. A lot of it, they've taken things that really didn't happen and made them into some things that happened, and then the things that were happening, they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk about how great we were with our own towns and own businesses. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, let me let this here play a little bit for y'all here. Can y'all hear that? Hope y'all can hear that. On the moon. They own the moon, y'all. They own the moon. And we can also talk about that today, too, about what's going on in Gary, Indiana. Power's been off for 3 4 weeks, and down here in Florida, that's like that's like child's play to us, man. We were out of power for 3 months when a storm came through it. I remember that Hurricane Charlie came through down here in Florida, man. We were out of power for 3 months, bro, and that's when your survival instincts really kick in. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Now I like what he's saying. But again, we have to stop depending on the dominant society for survival. We need to create our own survival, our own self governance, our own self sustainability. That's what we're going to be talking about today. And y'all know I'm a very heavy advocate for Black economics. I also love self sustainable communities and self educated communities. And we got my sister Pinnacles on here. And I know my sister's Pinnacle, she's going to be talking about that. How can we create educational avenues so that we can educate our own, so that our kids and our loved ones won't be continued to be miseducated? So that is part of the self sustainable network of entrepreneurs, educators, etc. And we're going to be discussing that a little bit today. So yeah, we're going to that Whitey here on the moon. Ooh, 50 a week, boy. That's that good. That was a good times then. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button too, man. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you send this out and share this network, share this broadcast with somebody in your family that you know has an intelligent mind and ready to create some revolution and ready to create some new avenues and new solutions for our community. We can't keep sitting around waiting on white daddy and white mommy to fix our problems, y'all. That's the problem. You don't understand what self sustainability is. You don't understand what Black ownership is. We're going to be talking about that today, y'all. All right, all right. Whitey is on the moon, y'all, and we down here on Earth, and we in the United States. Y'all know we founded this piece, right? Y'all know we founded this place, man, and we got to understand that, man. Once we come to the reality of that, nobody could create anything in America unless it was for us to create it in the beginning. Brush Shack, you in the building? I think we got my sister Pinnacles in the building too, but I don't hear her. I don't know if she's having microphone issues or what.
Elito.
Peace.
Peace.
Yeah, man. Whitey was on the moon, man. We went to the moon and Whitey was up there too, man. Hey, but I want to play something for us real quick before we even get started. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and give my preface real quick. I want to give my preface real quick. Yep, you got a little bit of background noise, Brushak. But let me go to my preface real quick, and we're gonna talk about this today. This is gonna be a great Throwback Thursday edition here on Urban Matters, y'all. And today we're gonna look back at a lot of different urban. That's why we call it Throwback Thursday, because we like to go back and check out urban topics and moments with fresh replay for our visitors that come to our network. Black American ownership isn't just about business. It's about reclaiming agency over narrative, economics, and legacy. From music to media, land to learning institutions, ownership defines who controls the story and who benefits from it. As debates like Master P's calling for an economic self-reliance show, the conversation isn't whether history matters, it's how we turn that history into leverage, how we truly economically empower ourselves. And we got to build systems, y'all. We got to preserve our culture while dismantling our dependency on the open enemy, or the adversary, or I should say our counterparts here in America. How do you I hate when people all the time talk about equality. I don't want to be equal with them folks. I want to be more. I want to be better, because we are. We're not equal to white America. We are better and more, and we're more sustainable, and we're more. And this is no shade to our white brothers and sisters, but it is what it is. Y'all know this. We are way farther superior than any other culture here in America, and everybody knows it. We don't even have to sit here and discuss that any further, y'all. So it is what it is. Let's see who we got. So I think we had somebody else pop up on us. Let me see. I don't know. Shite, you still there with us? I heard somebody drop and come back.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, let me play a real quick clip, man. I want y'all to focus on this real quick to show you how we had our own. But because we wanted to integrate with Mr. Whitey and we wanted to be equal, we brought ourselves down to their levels. So I want to play something real quick for y'all, and y'all going to love this, man. Y'all going to love this. This going to be so great. Let me see. Here we go right here, I think. Yep, here we go right here. All right, y'all listen up. Listen up. Here we go. Y'all going to love this. It's old, but it's very informative. Y'all pay attention.
Names Tulsa.
Here we go.
Much to this, but he realized a terrifying truth.
Hit your mute button.
None of that was coming. The mayor was black. The judge was black. For the first time in his life, the color of his get out of jail free card. And this is the story of Mound Bayou.
Hold on, y'all.
This is One Mic Black History. I'm your host, Country Boy. If you like stories like this, you can find more stories at onemichistory.com. But without further ado, let's get started.
Make sure I got it up, y'all. I don't know what happened, y'all. Okay.
This wasn't a fantasy. It wasn't a movie. This was a real place.
What's going on? Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 minute. Ain't gonna let me blow it up, but I'm gonna blow it up. Here we go. Come on.
A black fortress in the middle of one of the most racist states in America. A place where Jim Crow had absolutely no jurisdiction. People love to talk about towns that were burned, and you know some of the names: Tulsa, Rosewood, Wilmington, North Carolina. We share the pictures of the smoke and the ruins because it fits the story that we've been taught that everything we've ever built, they destroyed it. But that doesn't tell the complete story. There was a town that they couldn't burn, a town that stood for nearly a century as a living, breathing proof that Black people did not need integration to survive. All they needed was infrastructure. This is the story of Mound Bayou, Mississippi. And if you ever wondered what it looked like when a community stops asking,
Now the South was, it was racism everywhere. We didn't control nothing. We didn't own nothing. We were always slaves. If you let the white liberal tell it, this is why you need to be a liberal, because of the South was just so horrible to Black people. But the only Black people that subjected themselves to slavery were the ones who wanted to be next to Mr. Mommy and White Daddy. Them the ones that wanted to be there, man. Slavery is a mindset. That's what Master P was trying to say.
for permission, this is your blueprint. To understand how a place like this could even exist, you have to go back to a bit of a paradox. You have to go back to a plantation called Davis Bend. Decades before the Civil War, there was a plantation owned by Joseph Davis, the older brother of Jefferson Davis, the president of the Confederacy. But Joseph Davis was different. He was a utopian socialist. He believed that if you gave enslaved people enough autonomy, they could produce more. So he set up a system that looked less like a labor camp and more like a twisted experiment on self-governance. Enslaved people had their own court system with their own judges and juries to settle disputes. They were trained to be managers. They learned how to keep complex ledgers, how to negotiate contracts with steamboat captains.
In other words, we learned how, and we knew how, and was already embedded in us how to be business minded and how to be business owners.
And how to run a massive agricultural enterprise. Growing up in this system was the name of Isaiah T. Montgomery. He was more than just a laborer. He was a secretary. He was in the room where deals were being made. He saw the paperwork, and he learned the hidden realism. When the Civil War ended, Isaiah looked around at the chaos of Reconstruction and saw the violence rising. He saw the Ku Klux Klan forming, and he realized integration was a trap. Black people lived under white jurisdiction. They would never truly be free. Want to fight for a seat at the table, he was trying to build his own damn house. He knew that he couldn't just take the land. He had to make a deal with the system. So in 1887, he found a surveyor's map and pointed to a spot in the Yazoo Delta, a place that no one wanted. It was about 840 acres of nightmare. It was thick with timber, swamp water, and black bears. The mosquitoes were so thick that if you ran, you'd catch a fistful. The Louisville, New Orleans, and Texas Railroad owned the land. They couldn't do anything with it because no white settler was desperate enough to clear it. So Isaiah Montgomery put on his suit and went to the railroad executives and them a business proposition. He said, "You have a railroad going through a useless swamp. Sell it to us. Trees, we'll drain the water, we'll plant the cotton, and we'll turn your empty track into a gold mine." The white executive dollar signs. They thought they were taking advantage of a desperate people. They had no idea they were funding a fortress. Montgomery would purchase the land for $7 an acre. That's where the genius part came in, and the part that changed history. He set up a charter for the town. The policy included that the land in Mound Bayou could only other black folks. Think about that. He used the exact same restrictive covenants that white neighborhoods like Levittown used to keep us out, but he flipped that weapon. He used it to keep the oppressors out. This created an invisible wall around his town. If you didn't own the land, you couldn't vote in the town elections. If you couldn't vote, you couldn't be the sheriff.
Welcome.
You couldn't be the judge.
You see, we're doing a throwback replay.
By controlling the land, you hold the law. He moved with some emergency. He knew that they were on a race against time. The first settlers crept.
So, like we saying, case in point, it ain't about what we can do. Can we govern ourselves? Can we create business ownership? We've already done it. We've already done it. And that's why we're going to have this conversation about the NAACP trying to come at Master P. Because all Master P said was, look, man, we need to have black ownership. As a matter of fact, I'm going to let y'all hear it yourself. Here we go. I'm going to let P tell y'all in his own
That's
words.
the biggest thing for me, trying to get that negative mindset out of our culture, because they still going back to, oh man, slavery, they did us this. And I'm like, you still harping on that, man. I never hoped on that, because I can't change the past, but I can change the future. And I think you got to get used to us being successful. And I think a lot of us, we block our own blessings because we don't think that we could do it because we're looking at a color. So, I mean, Muhammad Ali was a guy that, and I loved like his story, because he didn't care about that. He just wanted to be around good people, but he did represent for the culture. Right. And I want more African-American owned tennis shoe companies. I don't want this just to be me. I want so many different product brands owned by us, but making it for everybody. Because think about it, when other cultures make products, they don't make it for them, they make it. That's the biggest thing.
Well, I want to get on Master P in the interview he did on the podcast, I think maybe a couple of days ago. Now, Master P is receiving a lot of backlash from our culture here on his perspective on business and entrepreneurship and selling products, and who he crafts and makes the products for, was some of one of the takes I got from the interview, among other things that he spoke about. I'm just pulling from that. He was promoting some new shoes, and he began to talk about the black culture. We're at the bottom of the barrel, and he said, he began to talk about and explain that Nike started selling Nikes out of his garage. The Nike, CEO started selling Nikes out of his garage, and he went on to talk about how successful the Nike company was from that, and he said,
if I could do it, anybody could do it. You don't have to be the smartest person in the world. You don't have to be a rocket scientist. You just got to have integrity and do good business, and these doors will open up for you. Building great relationships, and I think that's the biggest thing for me, trying to get that negative mindset out of our culture, because they still going back to, oh man, slavery, they did us this, and I'm like, you still harping on that, man. I never hoped on that, because I can't change the past, but I can change the future. And I think you got to get used to us being successful. And I think a lot of us, we block our own blessings because we don't think that we could do it because we're looking at a color. So, I mean, Muhammad Ali was a guy that, and I loved like his story, because he didn't care about that. He just wanted to be around good people, but he did.
Now let's talk about this thing, man. Let's have this conversation now. Let's have it. Dry Bones, you in the building with us, bro? Shite, Sister Pinnacles, you in the building, right? So, why does the Democrat Party always send out their damn attack dogs in the NAACP, your Roland Martins, your Jim Clyburns, and they send out the attack dogs on a black businessman that's doing well? Listen, boy, I had all the tapes. Ice Cream Man, I had it all, man. Master P, oh man, come on. Calio, man, listen, I love New Orleans. And let me tell you something. This man has a beautiful, beautiful business history, business story This man used to sell tapes out of his car, out the trunk of his car, and became famous and became popular. Calio 3rd Ward soldier. Now, don't get me wrong. P has said some stuff in the past that I kind of like, why P said that? But I'm totally in support of what he's saying right now. And y'all know I'm a business owner myself. And I was on the corporate plantation for, I know, at least 20, 30 years before I figured out that when you become a business owner, man, this shit is a way lot sweeter. And shout out to my boy Dry Bone, boy. We turned up, didn't we, bro? We turned up. I was in MIA this weekend, y'all. Birthday to boy. I'm a Virgo. Y'all know it's Virgo season. And my birthday was yesterday. And, man, we turned up this weekend. The wife and I, we went to the gun range. She did everything that I like, man. I got a special one, boy. Hey, I don't know about y'all, boy. But listen, she listened to me. She know what I like. She know I'm not going to take anything less. And she bring it to the table, man. And she do her thing, man. And, yeah, man, I just celebrated a birthday. I ain't gonna tell y'all. I'm somewhere in the 50s. I tell y'all that. Put it like that. But listen, Master P made a great point about how they want to harp. Bro, Mark, what's up? Thanks for joining us, my brother.
All right, bro. How you doing?
Yeah, we talking about this Master P, the NAACP, finna try to get ready to cancel Master P if we gonna sit back and allow them. But y'all gotta understand, they don't want business ownership for Black America. They don't want that. They're not the NAACP, your congressional Black caucuses. You know, look what's going on in Indiana. Gary, Indiana. We're going to play some on that too a little bit later on. Them people up there suffering is a blue city. Come on. These people say they've been out of power for 13, well, I think they say 13 days. Even though that's a cakewalk in the park for us down here in Florida, boy. So the storm come through, we be out of power for 3 months, boy, but we just make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And that's what it's about. It's about self-sustainability. It's about self-governance. It's about a survival, self-survival instincts. I mean, if you're sitting around waiting for white folks to fix everything for you, you're perfect within the blue cities. You're perfect and then when shit go wrong, nobody shows up. Wake Kamala up there for them people in Gary, Indiana. Where Joe Biden? Where's Hakeem Jeffries? Huh? Y'all remember that Obama, he left the people up there with the rusty ass water. Talking about, look, I drank some of the water. Nothing's wrong with the water. The man, no, he ain't drank none of that damn water out them pipes. I heard them people up there in Michigan still right now suffering. What city was that? Flint, Michigan. Them people still have not had their water system restored. And you know why they haven't? Because they sitting around twiddling their thumbs, waiting on white folks to fix it for them. You see how that works? You at there begging mercy. Do you see how that works? Are you going to get off your ass and do it on your own? Are you going to grow your own food? Your mama them and granddaddy and grandma them already down here dying from cancer and all kind of elderly diseases that we never died from. Y'all never heard all people dying from all this stuff that they dying from now, man. We got a good brother from St. Louis say some of his partners on his show, some of their people done died. Right, bro, Shaq? People dying, man, and they dying not because it's time for them to die, but they're dying because they're left to the devices of the dominant societies and the elites. And the elites are trying to take lives out because I don't know if y'all paying attention, man. All these chicken shortages, beef shortages, poultry shortages, it's a lot of shortages, and it's not enough food on the earth to sustain the population. That's why they call it population control. That's a whole nother topic. But today's topic is we want to make America Black owned. We want to make, what if y'all just envision that if it was just Black Americans standing up in America and let the truth be told, man. Y'all are the ones that really founded this country and built it. Y'all really are. Like Trump say, y'all just don't get the credit for it. Hey, that's my dog right there, Trump, man. Y'all listen. Trump, one of them guys, what you got to put a what's the name on his mouth because he gonna tell the damn truth and shame every goddamn body. You know what I'm saying? You got to put a tag on his mouth. He gonna just say the shit and this because it need to be said. Somebody got to say it. Somebody got to do it. Just like Kendrick Lamar said, somebody got to say it. You know what I'm saying? But bro, Shaq, you want to chime in on this topic real quick? Then we're gonna get brother Mark in, and I thought we had Dry Bones in there. Let me see if we got him in there. I'm gonna try to flip the screens on us and see who all we got in the building. We had him in there earlier.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we got Dry Bone. There you go. I don't see Dry Bone. We can't hear you, bro. There's something wrong with your mic.
Can you hear me? Oh.
Bro, Shaq, go ahead. Dry Bone. We can't hear nothing you saying. You on mute.
Yeah, Sister Pinnacles. I don't know if she having a problem with her mic too. I gave her your number. I don't know if she's gonna call you or text you, maybe.
Let me see if we hear Dry Bone. Let me see something. Let me make sure it ain't on none on my end. Let me make sure we got everybody. No, I got your mic on, Dry Bone. I got Mark in the game. Maybe he on the phone, y'all. Go ahead, bro, Shaq.
No, yeah.
Bro, Shaq, go ahead and chime in for us.
Nah, you right, man. This is Master P. He's right on point, man. You got he's a seasoned guy, business owner now. He went through he played basketball. He did everything that a so-called black male in the United States of America wanted to do. That man did it. You know what I'm
Did it,
saying?
man.
When you wanted to be a rapper, you wanted to be a hooper, basketball player, he did it. He did it. You know what I'm saying?
He
You wanted
did
to
it.
be, a business owner. He's a business entrepreneur now. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
He's a
sir. He did
businessman.
it. He did
What
it.
Jay-Z said, I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes,
You know?
sir.
So he's not going to think the way somebody that may not have taken and been through the things he's been through, the experiences he's been through, is
Yes,
not going to
sir.
think the same way he thinking to the level he thinking, bro. So,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Absolutely. Brother Mark, you want to chime in on what it feels like to own something and be a business owner and be a property owner and just owner in general. I love being an owner. I love it. I love the name of it. I love the way that it comes off of my tongue, owner. I own some shit. You know what I'm saying? And I know Dry Bones always talking about going to buy up some shit and owning some shit and some land. So Brother Mark, chime in on that shit a little bit. I can't hear you. I can't hear you, Bones. I don't know what's going on, Bones. We can't hear shit he said. Come back in, bro.
Oh, go out, come back in, Dry Bone.
Go out and come back in, Bones. And put your microphone on. I meant to say,
But
put your you ain't got no mic.
he went out. He coming.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
But one slight little adjustment to that is control. I control a lot. I don't own much, but I control a lot.
There you go.
I started learning that. Own nothing, control everything.
Yes, sir.
And I'm almost to the controlling all my stuff. But I do own some. But I tell you, the NAACP scammers, they the best of the best at it.
Scamming,
man. I tell you, it makes no sense what they talking about. And they want to post about the African American program closing. But why don't we see a post on you guys actually doing something constructive about keeping it open?
Mm-hmm.
Put that same energy in keeping it open, because you knew they were closing it for a while. So with all your members and all those donations you receive, you saying you couldn't put the energy into actually purchasing the program or the building that the program is in, so you can tailor what kind of information our young people are receiving. That's if you're about doing something positive. But if you just want to stir up some racist, discriminatory mess, then that's what you say. But I remember about 10 years ago when they talked about these African American programs in college, most of the people that was in them were the light skinned people. We didn't want to attend them classes. I'm sure I know why, but so we gotta stop jumping on stuff going, ooh, it's a problem because they trying to stop black folk from doing. Listen, don't go with the headline. Look into it, because we have not, as a people, have not been utilizing those courses for years. So let's not get upset when a school / business decide to end something that's not producing a favorable outcome for them, a monetary outcome that they want. If you have these courses on a list of classes and nobody's hardly taking it, then what are we supposed to do? Hold on to it because it got African American in front of it? No, make your kids start going to it. So, I think that's just some more stirring the pot. That's an opportunity for the NAACP to stir the pot and don't really do anything but
It's
stir the
divisive.
pot.
Divisive politics. That's all it is.
Yeah. And we have to draw a line with that stuff, man, because they think they got the master plan on guiding our community through emotion. And we got to start stepping out of emotion, listening more to the men and the women who don't operate in emotion, and start moving to do something positive. And a lot of those programs was made right up there in Chicago anyway. And Pleca and all those people, they tailored a lot of these programs. So some of that stuff need to be gone anyway. I'm sick of hearing about slavery.
Yes, sir.
Like everybody in America. Heck, y'all slaves now. I tell you what, replace that job you got with Massa whoever plantation. You at Xerox making a lot of money. I was at Master Xerox plantation. He get mad if I don't come to work tomorrow. So we got to realize that stuff. They just retooled it. It's the same thing.
Yep.
It's slavery. And some jobs will work you to death. And some jobs are very cushy. You got some bosses that will actually hit you. You got some bosses that will fight you. And you got some bosses that will never do that. So we have to see things for what they are and stop with all this emotionalism. Because right now, what we got to be focused on is getting our kids back, getting our young people back. And then also getting our communities back.
Yes, sir.
Because the way things are going now, I was looking at a video of this one gentleman. He was crying. He's a teacher, a brother. He has class of seniors. And you know how you haven't had to fill in the blank? He had went over the paragraph with him a couple times, and then he had fill in the blank in 4 spots. And this dude, he was on his lunch break talking about it and crying because they could not read and they could not cognitively. You saw that?
I saw that. And you know what? I did some research on that guy. Apparently, because my old lady put me on game. I'm like, who is this dude? So this dude used to be a little overweight type of dude, but he had some type of cooking channel or something.
Yeah.
And, from what I heard now, I haven't really dug all the way deep into it, but he's an attention seeker. And they say he got a little sassiness to him. And
I can tell.
And I knew that one because of how he was. And this ain't no shade to anybody who wear they watch on their right arm, but I was always taught as a man, you're supposed to wear all watching stuff on your left arm. You can wear jewelry on the right arm, but I was always heard you wear your watch on the left arm. I mean, there ain't no shade at nobody now. Don't take that the wrong way, family. But yeah, that guy, they say he a little sassy and he's an attention seeker. Now, even though he did have a great topic about what he wanted to discuss, and that is a problem. A lot of our kids are reading under reading levels, and they're reading on such low levels, and that's another thing what we should be worried about in our community, why we sitting up here supporting these blue cities all the time, the education. And we got a sister in the building right now. Her name's Pinnacle, and she's an educator as well. Dry Bones, you got your microphone worked out? Okay, I'm looking at your microphones, right? Your microphones say you got something called a black hole. You got your Mac Pro. You got an in-meeting device, and you got a MacBook Pro microphone. Are you on a MacBook right now? Just shake your head. Okay, let me try to go through some of these MacBooks. Hold on. Say something now, Drum. About Dry Bone.
Right. Can you hear
There
me?
we go.
Yeah, we got you now. See that?
This the first, I'm on a Mac. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, but I mean,
I can see all your shit.
It came
Yeah, I can
automatically. I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on.
All right, you probably been playing with it and shit. You been moving it around.
No, but let the sister come on. Let me hear from her. Let me hear what she.
Let's see. We got my sister Pinnacle. You in the building still? Let me see if we still got the good sister in the building. I want to let her come in because she was having some mic issues too. Let me make sure we got her. Bruh Shot, you might need to hit her back because I don't see her in the backstage. So you might need to hit her back and let her know I can probably straighten out her mic. Oh, here she go right here coming in. Let me see. Hey, Sister Pinnacles, can you hear us? Let me go into her microphones now. Hold on right there, Sister Pinnacles. If you could. Oh, it says you have no devices available. So you don't have a microphone hooked up. Can you hear us? Okay, Sister Pinnacle, do you see where it say your volume at the bottom? You can go into that and click that, and then you can click that little arrow beside the mute and the microphone button, and you should be able to access or activate your microphone. Because we can't hear you right now. You must be on a cell phone. Sometimes when you're on a cell phone, it get a little janky. If you can get on a desktop, that would help you out, or a MacBook or something like that, or an iPad. Because we can't hit you. And I want to hear from you too, man, because I know you're heavy in that education game. And we're going to start working on some projects to Pinnacles. We're going to work on some projects for Miss Pinnacles. Hold on, there she go again. She's coming in on another platform. Can you hear Sister Pinnacles? Let me see. Neither one. I ain't got nothing. Let me see. Let me check a microphone on this one. It says no mics available. No devices available. Some kind of way you don't have your microphones connected. Are you on like an earpiece? I tell you what, Sister Pinnacles, get into the text session and send us some whatever you got going on, because we sure cannot hear you, but we want to hear from you. I'm so upset about that. Upset. We got to get the sister mic right. Can you hear us again? One more time, Sister Pinnacles. Can you hear us? Damn, that sister be dropping that hot fire too, Bones. Go ahead, Bones.
What I have heard so far, it sounds good to me. Master P, no problem, Master P. But I will say this: Louisiana is in a serious pickle today. So he need to jump on his local politics because they got some issues going on in Louisiana. So yeah, we ain't gonna go too far, but yeah, he need to say I ride for die for my niggas. That was my favorite song. Him and his brother. I just love that. Yeah, but again, the politic game is your local game. We can't worry about what y'all doing in y'all areas if y'all ain't doing nothing. So basically, what's happening here in my area, I'm a union rep. So we about to get on the biggest attack in Florida because it's the right to work state. And the unions are under attack, but we realize that the group that people in Florida who listen in Florida is called the Freedom Foundation. If all you don't realize what they're going to do to these unions, then you ain't into politics, really. You just playing. Because your unions jobs are the number one job that get you over 10 grand more than non-union people. So if you can't comprehend that and understand that your local government, now we about to go into midterms. We got a chick here named Cynthia Nixon. She running around the whole state. Now who funding her? And she black. She look good. She look good. But to be looking good don't affect me no more. Because looking good don't get me no money. Now, if you're looking good and you give me your money, I'm okay with that. But if you ain't gonna be looking good and pimping me, so what's happened today? Politics got the word P in it. That means pimping. First put that in your mind. See,
Pimping.
this it's pimping because it's called parasites. The first word politics means parasites, likes. So politics, a tick. What a tick do? Everybody on this line, a tick sucks from you, sucks your blood, and the bloodline is money. So reason why black folks have a problem because you don't get no goddamn money. To nothing. To nothing.
And that's what P said. That's what P said.
To nothing.
He said you got $1 trillion worth of spending, but you don't own shit.
Well, I heard that from a bunch of people. I don't need Master P to tell me that. I heard that. How many times you've been alive? How long, brother? Dude, you just had a birthday.
Yes, sir.
After years you've been heard. You heard that from Elijah Muhammad, Yahweh ben Yahweh, Malachi York. I could go on and on. Dr. Claude Anderson told you, all of us. So right now, we're in an era where we got to get rid of the people who don't really comprehend no more. If you can't comprehend, leave these people alone.
That's
you
it.
need people who can comprehend the game. If you can't comprehend the game, I love you. And these could be family members. I'm not talking to y'all. Your own family don't comprehend the game.
Yes, sir.
And you still love them, don't you? You still love them, don't you? You can still love people. But if a person don't comprehend the game, you love them and leave them alone. Because it's a new game here. Because right now, most people are going to lose their jobs. And I've played this so many times. I got so many receipts. They're going to lose their jobs to AI. I'm in the union. I talked to the mayor. They're going to lose their jobs to AI. That's a fact. So I'm just going to go with what y'all talking about. Master P great. I like Master P. Master P is entertainment, everybody. He's entertainment.
Keep that in mind.
And entertainment is a different ball game. That means that they dealing with bankers who are in this occulted banking system. So Master P, he got a son named Romeo. He had to sue his own goddamn son, everybody. Let's be real here. Let's be real here. Come on.
Yes, sir.
Let's be real. It's not.
Yes, sir.
We can't play no longer, no, everybody. I know we like to talk a lot. Can't play no more. This is don't y'all see Trump just put a emergency order on energy today? Have y'all watched that?
No, I haven't, bro. You need to pull that up for us.
Look that up. Look it up. Look up Trump signed emergency because did you not see what happened in Nepal, everybody? Did you not see what the flood did? They used an energy weapon. An energy weapon in Nepal. Yeah. So I don't know if y'all. I mean, I'm like, look, I don't play no. But Juice, you've been around me a long time. I don't play with people like this. Now it's time to stop this shit. Playing. They using energy weapons to create the new world order economy. Now, Master P gonna submit to that shit as well. That's a fact. All entertainers are going to submit if they want to keep getting their money. If they want to keep getting their money, they're gonna submit to what's going on. And right now, I'm gonna cut it short, but Master P better worry about what's going on in Louisiana, because Louisiana is in a serious predicament if you look up their economy. So if he can fix that, hey, I'll listen.
Well, you see what they did to Gary, Indiana, too.
Good talk. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it from Dry Bone.
Who just said?
They
who
ain't
just
nobody
said
been
that?
talking about Gary, Indiana, though.
Who just said that?
I ain't worried about no damn Nepal. But
right.
I get what you're saying, though.
I'm glad you said that because Gary Indiana been out. Me and Brother Juice talked about that. They've been out electricity for 10 days. 10 days. Thank you. So go ahead. I'm gonna shut up because I'm gonna wait.
No, you're right. Pull up that clip. I don't know if you pull that clip up with Amanda Seals. Now, like I said, I don't, but she made a great point about, and she did some research on the investors that's invested in that, and it's really investors that's going to invest in that property or the taxes, trying to get the tax money, just like here in Texas.
There
People
you
keep talking
go.
all that cap
Thank you.
shit.
Thank you.
People talking all that cap shit.
Hey, come on,
But
y'all.
your still state, your governors in your state, and your mayors is sending your tax dollars over to these dusty foot Israelis. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, you
We
hit.
need to figure out how the hell we can get that shit reversed, because that's ridiculous. That's damn ridiculous. Why is our tax money going over to goddamn Israel?
Well, our tax money been going all over the world for a long time, and
But
Israel just
specifically,
got
I'm talking
one of
about
the.
Israel. I'm talking about
Well,
Israel. I ain't we got records on Israel. I ain't talking about nobody
yeah,
else. We got records on Israel. And they
okay,
the big player right now.
okay.
They the
I'm
big
talking about
player.
everybody else. I'm talking about everybody else and Israel. We just got to get a hold on our tax money running all over the world, including Israel, because they've been on our nipple for a long time. And it's not an attack, bro. It's just facts. So Israel, yeah, they've been getting money from us for a long time. They didn't
Long.
just start this administration. It's been going for a long time. So, but if we are going to pull our tax money in like we've been doing in this administration, everybody got to be on board, and we can't be complaining because kids in Botswana can't get a school lunch. We got to be all in with it or not. And that's what the problem is. When we start pulling some of these programs back, we got to hear the Democrats and everybody else complaining about, like you say, I don't care nothing about Nepal, and I agree with you. I care about the United States of America. And we got to get serious about that, because all these billions and trillions of dollars that we send off our shores should be right here shoring up our own country. So I agree wholeheartedly, Brother Shaq.
I agree with y'all too. But I'm just telling you that when you don't
Yeah.
realize that we already in a global economy, because Trump didn't create the global economy, it was already he got brought into the global economy, so he has to deal with it in a business fashion. Trump is a CEO of this corporation. Okay,
Correct.
so he's doing what I would consider. I would rather have this is my opinion. Don't have to cut. I'd rather have a CEO of a business who is, since we are a business, be in charge than somebody who don't know shit. So I'm gonna go with the fact that Trump is a businessman, and unfortunately, he gave black people too many clues. How long? Not you on this line, but you gotta look at it. Our people don't even take the symbolism. The man told you you were the Native Americans of this country. He even told you that birthright citizenship was for this. I wouldn't kill myself for some dumb niggas. I would
Mm-mm.
be not me. You can. If you want to die for dumb niggas, that's on y'all. I'm not dying for dumb niggas, because when somebody at that level tells you that you are the primary benefactor of birthright citizenship and you still hate them, what I'm supposed to do?
Right. And he put the money there. He put the money there, and we watched. We stood behind them just because the Democrats started talking about some doggone January Sixers. He put the money there for people who have grievances with the government and how they was treated by the government. Can't y'all realize that money was not just there for January Sixers? It was there for black folk.
And he seen that was a down. Brother Mac, you've been in the military. Those of you who ain't been in the military, you understand what we might be talking about. But he could only go so far in
Yes.
giving you the clues. What, he want to get assassinated like the rest of them? He's smart enough not to get assassinated, even though they trying to kill him. And whatever,
Right.
some people say whatever. I'm gonna let people use their imagination, but I'm just gonna go with what I'm seeing.
They trying to
When a
kill him, boy.
person
Hey,
tells you that,
I was telling somebody the other day. I said, man, they done try to hit him. Go ahead, drop him.
right now, I mean, I went to Mar-a-Lago. I played for Trump. I played in front of President Trump. And Juice, I called you from Mar-a-Lago the day we did this. And I told myself one thing. I'm not
Yes,
listening to
sir.
black folks no more. I'm not listening to black folks no more about what they never been around. They never went to. They never joined shit. They don't do anything but gossip on these podcasts. And this is the problem. The podcast is I hate to say it like this, but the podcast is a propaganda piece because they know people don't look up nothing. They don't really volunteer or they don't give no money. So we already know that. So I don't argue with people because I already know they didn't give no money. But people on these podcasts, all you could attest to, and I tell Bud Juice all the time, you can tell real people. If we was talking to white people, if we switch our message to white people, we'd be rich right now.
Yes. Yes.
We will all be rich right now talking about, because even white folks don't talk the way we talking. That's a fact.
Yep.
So I
Yep.
don't listen to our people no more. I'm through with them.
I can get around. I can get around a group of white
something
folks.
on.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. No,
I can get around a group of white. I can get around a group of white folk, and we can be having the same conversation. Nobody get in their feelings. They'll chime in, and they'll start pulling up stuff and showing me stuff. And I'll be dog. I'll come out of that conversation with more information or more leads to more information. Because it really is. And here's the other thing. Nobody's in their feelings other than saying America, America, America.
Well, I hope y'all start to realize and do some more like we doing. Start talking to people because our policies for the Democratic Party is gay shit.
Yes.
Pretty much. I mean, I've never seen a group who aren't able to explain what a woman is. I mean, when you got a party who is sitting up there on the Capitol Hill, on the highest level of law, all these so-called education people we surround who can't see this is really be baffling to me. But they on the Congressional Hill can't explain a woman. That let me know we dumbed down, and even the educators are dumbed down. For they should be most educators should be the maddest people that they went to school, paid all this goddamn money, and can't have a person who got master's degree can't explain what a woman is. Come on, man, come on, man. This is
right.
This is becoming ridiculous.
So we have to. We
got our sister Pinnacles in there yet, y'all? Sister Pinnacles, do you got your mic? We see you. We see you in the building, but we don't hear a microphone yet. We don't hear anything. Are you with us, Brother Shaq? Are you still with us?
Yeah, I told her. She asked me. I told her. I don't know if she was gonna give you a call or not. You might have to put it in through the phone.
Okay, I seen. Let me see.
It's probably gonna be a 618 number.
Does she have my number?
Yeah,
I did see a 618 number earlier, but it was a text though. It was a text that came through. All right, I'm gonna call her back. Let me see if we can get her on the phone.
Hey, brother Juice.
Ill Town. She in the ill area.
Okay.
What's that, Deborah?
No, it was hard to get on. It's not. Did you change your format or something? Because it ain't the same. Like I went on the internet.
No.
When you said it did not go on easy like it did before. Like
hey, Sister Pinnacles. Yeah, I don't know what happened, bro. Sometimes they be doing those updates, and that may have something to do with it. But I only didn't go live 1 week, so if they change the updates that quick, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
let me see. Let me see if I can get the system.
I see a whole.
It went pretty smooth with me.
To the internet, it's ring me in. It had me tell me about my microphone. That's why he had to put the microphone on, not me. It wouldn't go.
Now
It
I
wouldn't go
did
for
try to
them.
go live.
On
la-
Tropical Paradise.
I did try to go live in Miami when I was down there, and I changed some stuff around. I don't know if that had anything to do with it.
That could have it.
But
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I just let you know it wasn't the same way I usually get on.
But you know,
but
your
yeah,
boy here
that's what
today
we're
though. You know
discussing
he's here
today,
today,
man.
right?
Go ahead, what's that?
You know Trump. You know Trump is in Houston.
Who
Matter
was
of
that?
fact, today they got Trump. They got something going down in Houston, and they're gonna be here the 9th for the. Huh?
Man, that guy the hardest working guy in America. That's all I can say, bro. I don't think that guy sleep, man.
Right.
I really
Don't
don't
say
think
that.
that
That
guy
might mean.
sleeps, man.
Don't say that. Don't say that. That mean they may be vampires. Don't say they can't sleep. Don't say that.
Well, vampires
But
sleep,
no,
but
my
they
But
bad. Yeah,
sleep in the
yeah.
daytime. Yeah.
No, I was
Yeah.
saying Trump. Them they in town today. They down in Houston doing some, giving some award to somebody. And
What they doing? What they doing, brother Shaq? Because you what they doing?
I don't know. They down there getting an award to somebody, to the Artemis or some shit. They giving an award to Artemis or something. The Artemis Prime or Artemis or something. They giving an award.
they down at the Space Center. They're
Yeah,
at the
they down
Space
there.
Center.
Pentacles.
But they gonna be here next week too on the 9th, September 9th for the
Can you hear me?
they got these primaries
Oh,
coming up.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
the
Y'all
that
go
old
ahead. Go
fake.
ahead.
Oh, she good.
Go
I
ahead,
don't know.
Promos.
He just left.
Yeah, yeah, they down that's that Space Center. The Artemis is that spacecraft that supposedly went around the moon and all that stuff.
Look at the
That one
name,
that Artemis.
Optimus. Optimus Prime. They talk about the Transformers, man. See, they don't make them names out of nothing. If you don't remember what the names mean, that's where I tell people they give you the clues. Optimus. That sounds like the Transformers.
It is. Oh no, it's Artemis.
Optimus.
Artemis.
Optimus Prime. That's what the name is. Optimus Prime.
No, Artemis.
Yeah,
Artemis.
you could put an A.
Optimus.
You could say A, but it's Optimus Prime. Because I looked this up already when you said that. I said, yeah, that's
Uh
the.
huh.
And they doing a lot of stuff that is in space that we grew up watching as kids.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, you can forget it. I don't have a problem with y'all forgetting it. Don't make me no problem. I'm okay with it. But we don't forget the clues. The clues have been given to us. Just to
yeah, it's a
have.
lot of weird science. You're right. They need to they need to defund NASA. We know they ain't gonna do that. They spend too much damn
That
money with that NASA
why?
shit,
Why
dog.
would they? That's the House of Illusion.
There you go. Now you're
Why would?
talking.
Yeah. Why would you defund the illusionary program?
Now you're
Right.
talking.
Right. Give you a false sense of
Yeah.
accomplishment.
OJ Simpson. Now, I just came from Buffalo, and the stadium is beautiful. They're gonna take OJ off of the new stadium, and most black
What?
folks was mad. Most black folks was mad. Now, OJ played in the most greatest movie ever that chose you that the moon was a fake illusion, and yet people forget that movie he made. Remember that movie? OJ was an astronaut.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went to the
Yeah.
moon. It was fake. Y'all remember
Right.
that?
I remember him being the astronaut, and I don't even think I saw the whole movie, but
Yeah.
yeah, I remember that because I was
I
like,
want everybody to watch OJ movie career. He played in some of the most. He played in Roots.
yeah, yeah, he
It,
did.
so I want y'all to know the name was called Capricorn One. Look it up. Watch that movie and come back to me and tell me OJ did not give you the clues to the moon to NASA. That's why OJ is not on the Bill Stadium and all the shit he went through. But they made sure OJ name is not on the Hall of Fame in that brand new stadium up there. They spent $1 billion plus on. And the movie that he showed you that the moon landing was fake was called Capricorn One. Look it up.
Now, Now, Dry Bones, have you seen where they show where the but every one of those astronauts? Remember when you had the explosion back in was that 85, 86?
Yeah, when it turned to
All,
a wire. Yeah, yeah,
right, all of them are alive.
yeah. I seen that video.
Yeah,
Now
I'm like,
I seen that video, and I told people, see, you could talk like that because you've seen it, but the average person who don't look for that type of stuff have a hard time believing what we saying is real. So yeah, they alive. And some of the other ones, because if you look at the ones that went to the moon in their interviews, they could never talk about it properly without stumbling. Like
right.
the first thing they said was, "Well, how did the stars look?" They couldn't even answer that. They couldn't. They couldn't
And
answer.
they would drop clues. They would say it in different ways that it wasn't real.
Right now,
Especially
like
John Young and what's his name? Neil
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 Armstrong,
Armstrong.
Neil
Yes.
Armstrong, and them, and Neil, all them has said it. Now the thing about this is, I'm gonna ask everybody if when you really look at the politics in the game of this, because you just mentioned NASA, brother Shaq. The people they brought to make NASA came from the Nazis from Germany.
Right.
So
Right.
these are the people that is running. NASA was the people who left Hitler's crew. And I say, man, if we take that lightly, you know they could play on us. Because anybody could take that lightly, that they brought the regime from the Nazis over to Florida, where we live at, and
Yes,
make
sir.
it where Cape Canaveral and all that. And the man, his name is Von Braun. Look him up, everybody. And I just came from Orlando, Brother Juice Canal. We went on the doggone shit, and we seen, man, if y'all look at how Disney is so into the New World Order, far as they even had me, I said to myself, man, they don't play with the knowledge. They really give it to you. And you know why they people, I'm gonna tell y'all this, and y'all don't have to believe me if you don't want to. It don't make a difference right now. But if somebody gives you the clues and you ignore it, who the dummy?
That would be you. That would be you.
That would
Hey,
be
you
you.
know, you brought up Walt Disney, right? It's funny you brought them up because yes, they're big illusionists.
Big illusion.
Didn't they just purchase majority ownership of the Los Angeles Lakers?
Oh, there you
Oh,
go. Thank you,
Wally
man.
World.
There you go.
Oh,
There you go. There you go. Thank you. They
oh.
sure did.
Wow.
They sure did.
Yes, they purchased.
And,
Yeah.
and did you see that the 49ers owner got caught up in a pussy game? The 49ers owner, the owner of the 49ers, just got caught trying to buy some pussy for $149. What he getting crackheads? Look it up. Look it up. Now,
Cyber,
just so you know,
cyber
before
vagina.
this is why these rituals are real, because look what football season ain't. Remember, football season is after Labor Day, and they're using these things to create a lot of energy because they know people love football. People love these excitements, myself included. I ain't gonna. And I said to myself, you know how they look at this stuff is political. This man is a billionaire. A billionaire buying pussy for $149. Give me a break, man. Come on. It ain't making no sense.
But you know, they one thing about it, they rather pay for it. And used to be you could just pay for it, get out clean, and you do your business, I do mine, and we keep it moving. But
Right.
nowadays it's you ain't safe. You ain't safe doing none of that
Because
because
you being watched.
yes.
Yes.
Oh
And
yeah.
let me ask y'all this: did in the state of Florida, did y'all notice what DeSantis said about all these flock cameras?
Yes.
He
Now,
is,
go ahead. Yeah.
yeah, he's against the flock cameras,
Why
and
would
why wouldn't he be?
he should be? He got a lot of
Yeah,
dirt on him. He got dirt on him. Nobody wants to be seen 24/7, man.
right.
I
And
mean,
and yeah. I mean, and he say so. It's going to turn our state into a uh I can't even think of the word. But you're going to be watched, like you said,
surveillance. It's
surveillance.
gonna be a
Yeah,
surveillance state.
Oh
Now,
yeah.
right.
now I'm gonna tell you why, and y'all agree. I mean, you can look it up so you don't think I'm making this up. The reason why they were able to remember, Florida changed all the police to sheriffs. Everybody in Florida is a sheriff. Ain't no more police here.
Mm.
Not one. They changed every municipality to a sheriff. Dade County, everybody in Dade County is sheriff. Ain't no more police. So when I see stuff like that, I say, well, man, now I'm gonna do a program. I hate to say it like this, but unfortunately, because maybe y'all don't travel, I don't know what y'all do. But when you go up north, the Arabs got control of the north. They're
Yeah, you
bringing
see what's going on in
they bringing
Michigan.
they bringing in Sharia law.
Wow.
Now, Sharia law is part of the Constitution. You know why I say that? Because many of the founding fathers had Qurans. That's
Yep.
a fact. That's a
That's
fact.
fact. Fact.
So we're gonna do a program, show y'all that we under the three branches of the three great lights. Yes, we are.
Hey, let me play a clip real quick. Let's see what we talk about on this here.
Yeah,
Just
we
want to
are.
trip you out, drive on, because you said something about this earlier. And let's see if we can play this clip real quick. You said about this chick here. She's something serious, boy. Let's see.
She outrageous.
There's no sexualization at a drag show. It's just people dressing up and singing and performing. I've taken my children to drag shows and it's fun. It's entertainment. It's wholesome entertainment. Yes. And it's nothing wrong. It's just like I don't get it. I don't understand, like, there's no sexualization at a drag show. It's just people dressing up and singing and performing. I've taken my children to drag shows and it's fun. It's entertainment. It's wholesome entertainment.
Okay, so y'all know.
She's talking to her constituency who is giving her money. The gays are rich. Just let y'all know this. The gays are the richest demographic in America. You may not know that. Go look it up. They control Hollywood, fashion, and food. That's a fact.
And we trying to figure out why she won.
Because she with them. That's why she won.
Wow.
And she in Jacksonville, Florida. Hope y'all know that. Jacksonville, where
Plenty of
of
them
course
up
they
there.
killed. Yeah. I seen all the blacks up there. A lot of black people go. A lot of Miami people I know. There is events in Jacksonville. Good people. I love them. They're good
Man,
people.
listen, I've been
If they
going to
vote for
Jacksonville
her,
all my life. My mama was raised in Jacksonville. She originally from Carolina, Allendale, South Carolina, and they migrated down here to the South. My moms and my grandmas and all Greeks, and out of New Orleans area. And man, listen, it's so much pussy in Jacksonville because all the dudes is and all the women is gay. So it's plenty healthy.
Well, this started to catch like a lighter match because I'm starting to see that these women that we thinking is black Americans, these are a lot of African women that did converted over to that. They coming over here. They look just
Wow.
like our sisters, but our sisters is joining them, but
yep.
a lot of them be them African women. I said, damn, that many African women is just turning. What's going on over there?
Wow.
For them to be, and they come to America because, like you said, it's an open policy for that type of activity here in the United States of America. France, certain places
Wow.
is open policy for it. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, man.
Hey, I got
And then
another clip I want to show with y'all real quick.
Gary and parts of northwest Indiana still struggling without power after a violent storm ravaged the area 2 weeks ago today. Now, the governor calling for a state investigation.
It just is not conceivable in any way what is going on.
Mary Cinco now forced to stay at a city shelter, her home damaged by the storm, and with no electricity, caring for her health is impossible.
Without power, I can't take my breathing treatments.
Thousands left in the dark, including Regina Gary, still without power. She spent the past 2 weeks hunting for food and ice to keep her diabetic mother's medication cold.
That's scary for me because I don't want to make her sick. So it weighed on me pretty heavy.
Some fuming at utility company NIPSCO for not being able to restore power quickly enough and have filed a class action lawsuit. NIPSCO said the storm caused extensive damage, but that they remain committed to restoring power safely and as quickly as possible and will fully cooperate if an investigation is launched.
It's been extremely difficult, very frustrating.
Gary Mayor Eddie Melton has been pressuring NIPSCO to bring in more help to restore power at a faster pace.
They always put the Negro Whisperer in front of the cameras.
I'm going to fight every single day to make sure that we rebound and we bring the needed resources to every single neighborhood.
And the mayor tells me the city doesn't have enough employees to clear all of these downed trees, but they have hired 2 private contractors to get this off.
Look at that goddamn tree. You see that tree? That shit done shifted the damn whole soil. The whole damn foundation done shifted.
Cleaned up. NIPSCO says they are working around the clock to get Gary back on, and they expect to have most of Gary, if not all of it, back on by tonight.
This morning, thousands of residents in Gary and parts of northwest Indiana.
We ain't got no food, no electricity.
I paid $2,500 for power. I'm still out of power 2 weeks later.
NIPSCO full of shit. They ain't did nothing for us.
Whoa. Stop it.
Majority black city where tens of thousands.
How the hell she paid $2,500 in power?
Because they don't raise up the power rates. The power rates is to go up with the fuel prices.
$2,500?
Yes, sir.
What kind of house she got? She got a board?
Exactly.
That must be a business owner.
Gotta be.
Well, you just seen Trump say, you just played the thing saying Trump had his, about the energy grid. So ain't that strange that he put an emergency order out and they got an energy grid problem. They ain't got no electricity. Now, that is going to be interesting to see how they're going to use this energy thing, because remember, the more of these AI centers, and I sent it to you already, little the Haitian area that you went to here, they're about to be taken over. They're gonna put an AI. They're gonna put an AI in Little Haiti.
They bought Little Haiti, huh?
Little Wynwood, Haiti is going to be gone because they're gonna put an AI conference seminar building for AI people to come all over the world.
Where them damn Democrats at when you need them? Damn.
Well, but remember, I told you, most of the Haitians are Democrats. That's a fact.
Damn.
So I can't feel sorry for a group that votes for their own demise. I don't know what to say. I'm like, that's on you. You want to be stupid? That's on you.
We ain't got no food, no electricity.
I paid $2,500 for power. I'm still out of power 2 weeks later.
NIPSCO full of shit. They ain't did nothing for us.
I'm in Gary, Indiana, a majority black city where tens of thousands of people have been without power for 2 weeks following severe storms.
And I have never seen a storm so devastating in my entire life.
Residents in the region have been outraged with their power company, NIPSCO, Indiana's second largest utility power company that services 1.4 million Hoosiers.
After about day 3, a lot of us were getting worried. Okay, we pay our money, we pay our utility bills, but we have not heard from NIPSCO.
While infrastructure is being developed across the state to support its 125 data centers, somehow this working class community is struggling to get the basic utilities they
You said it, drop on data centers. You said it.
I told you, man. We ain't talking for nothing. We on the surveillance line, baby. I told you, intelligentsia everywhere. When I heard that, I said, man. And so now remember, y'all heard not just us talk on this line like we do, but you heard other people say the same thing. You got to keep this in your mind. If you forget this, they got weather weapons. They're making storms more intense. So that means they taking Mother Nature and trying to corrupt it with their own technology, and it's making mega storms because, man, they have never seen this type of weather before, they said.
Never.
That's what they saying.
Never. Look at that damn grocery store. And look at, we down here in the South, we know about this shit. Our governor made them put generators and special devices in machines that can keep the gas stations going, that can keep the grocery stores going, because we were getting hit with so many of those superstorms. You remember that time we had, Rabon, when Charlie in 2000, between 2004 and 2012, when Obama, what that boy named Barry Sotoro, when he was in office, man, we had so many goddamn powerful superstorms. They were unexplainable. Look at Charlie. Charlie was so fucking little.
But Brother
what
Mac,
it called?
you been up there, Brother Mac. You up there? Them now. I mean, you the military. You know they got weather technology weapons. So
yes, sir. The HARP program,
right? HARP program. Now, even though we just know it as HARP, look how far now it has magnified beyond the initial word is HARP, but beyond HARP now, they don't got now with Elon Musk and them with the links in the sky, with these satellites in the sky, they could direct the weather weapon to strategically knock out shit. So
yeah,
I'm looking at now again. I look at what people say. Y'all been watching the same thing I'm watching. We've been talking together for a while.
Hawaii.
He did warn us though. I'm gonna give Elon Musk credit. Elon Musk said that he told you from the get-go. He said, "Look, we're going into the unknown."
Somebody say environmental racism.
Yeah, it's true. It's true because think about it. If he's telling you that we can do this, and he said, "Be beware." Now they getting all the people, and I hope y'all realize this in your selection. The more, not you on this line, but the people you around, your family members, are going to vote for their own demise because they're going to say the police are the worst thing on the planet Earth. And once you say that, they got the robots ready. They got the robots ready. So you be the judge of that.
I seen this video, speaking of the police, I seen this girl post a video today say that they got a new type of lawsuit, a new type of, what do they call it, litigation going, where you can now put a lien on a police officer's badge and a police officer's weapon. I'm like, what?
That's been out. The Moors taught that long time ago. You could put a lien on them, all that shit. That's old shit. I'm telling you straight up, that's what they've been training gradually for us to learn. Do you see the videos how you got the right to stop me? No. They use them. Most police are violent prone gangsters. So they use them violent prone gangsters to keep peace. Now, when you realize that they're going to say the people going to get fed up, including white people, they tired of police too because they are beating up everybody who are, because they're actually for the rich. They're not for us.
So property.
Yeah, right. They protect the property. Thank you, brother. That's what you will see. That's why I say, if you notice, we got to say this. They're not here for us. They're here to protect property. So when they let the people destroy property, that's because the rich people said, let them destroy this. We're going to bring the value down and we're going to repurchase this. That's all it's about. But the black folks today who are watching crime in their neighborhoods are going to get mad because I'm going to tell you this. We got more good people than they make it seem. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to leave it alone after this. Most black people are the most honest, most loving. They give the most in charity to any ethnic group. And because we watch propaganda, they only show us 5% of our evil people that we have produced. And that's what they gave us. And we believe those evil people is over the other 95%. I'm gonna set up. I'm gonna stay quiet.
That's it. They believe it wholeheartedly. Let's finish this video.
They need restored while having to pay higher rates than ever.
We probably saw like an increase of, I want to say like between 30 and 50% increase in our utility bills.
2 years ago, Blackstone, a private equity firm, bought a nearly 20% equity stake in NIPSCO, and rates have skyrocketed.
Black Rock. You hear what that dude said? Black Rock.
Since.
My first NIPSCO bill was $450. My last NIPSCO bill was $2,500. NIPSCO is almost like the price of our rent. They're being very greedy, and our prices are very high, and we're not getting much service.
Why haven't we been made a priority to get our power back? Personally, I think data centers have been made the priority.
Gary is a working class city where the average income is less than $40,000, and it's located in the middle of Data Center Alley. NIPSCO's parent company, NiSource, is creating a data center only utility and throwing resources there. Meanwhile, the residents of Gary have been suffering.
In terms of rural areas that house a large black population, a large brown population, making sure that they have power is not exactly on the list of priorities.
A community that lacks resources, that is a food desert at times, that lacks in the educational system, that lacks resources.
What y'all gotta ask yourself, you're under the control of the Democrats, you're a blue city.
Yep.
Are you gonna continue to let these people neglect you? Where are they at? I don't see any type of coalition. I don't see the DNC.
Nah.
I don't see the damn NAACP. I don't see the Black Caucus. I don't see none of them coming to, but they're going to come and get your vote in a couple of months. Watch that. They'll be there then. I guarantee that.
That's a good point, man. Excellent point.
Gary, Indiana. It is Tuesday, August 25th. Happy Fat Tuesday. It's Tuesday.
We know why they not coming out here though. I mean, it's obvious, you know. It's obvious. Gary is full of, you know, us, diversity. Yeah. Not really diversity, but it's full of black people. Yeah. You know, we the.
See, she had to correct that diversity shit. She see that little sister there figured out that diversity shit don't work.
Yes.
Blackest city out here, so they don't want to check on us.
Yeah. They're NIPSCO. Everybody pays them. We don't pay, we get cut off. But when disaster happens, they want to charge us X amount of dollars, but we already paying into this. They got billions, trillions of dollars. We working day to day on paychecks. So yes, they could have did better. They got the money. We don't got the money. They say they supposed to maintenance that yearly. They haven't been out here in a year or two, maybe 3.
I just gave NIPSCO $400 Monday because they still sending out bills. Everyone has at least $1,000 bill. I just was telling him my bill is $2,800.
Could you realize how much of a come up that is? You getting paid your bills, your installments, but you ain't supplying no power, no energy. The grid is down. That's a straight come up. That's a hustle.
I just showed the Trump thing. Now, I hope y'all not forget things you heard on all these shows. Yeah, I know you got amnesia because Hawaii shows you, and that's part of the United States. Hawaii got wiped out by fires. We don't have every area in this country. California, they wiped them out by fires. Canada, and now it's just our turn. This is what it's about. They're going to wipe out populations. I told you this. I'm not making this up to be funny. They told you in their own manifesto, we're going to wipe out areas of the country and you won't have nothing to do because obviously the black politician there and the black that's a black area. They got black politicians. You do know that, right? The black politicians there are a part of this because you cannot tell me that they did not recognize that you got to have emergency. Where's FEMA at? They need FEMA. When you get to that level, you need FEMA. It's called the federal.
That's a good question. That's a good question, but where the fuck is FEMA?
Ain't nobody even mentioned FEMA.
Sure didn't. Damn, something ain't right, boy. Something ain't right in Gary, Indiana.
Now, they just told you.
Where the fucking DL Hughley? Where the fucking entertainers at? All this shit, they come out of me trying to push you to vote. Where the DL Hughley? Where the Tyler Perry's at? Where they, you know what I'm saying? Where they at? Them people up there struggling right now, man. Where y'all guys at, man?
Hey, I'm going to say this. DL Hughley and them going to get what they going to get when it's time to get them. That's all I'm going to say. Brother Mac, your microphone out. Your mic out, Brother Mac.
Your microphone off.
Your mic off. I see you talking.
There we go. All right. Sorry about that, fellas. I'm like, Brother Shaq, did y'all listen to what kind of light bills they was talking about? And did you look
Yeah.
at the neighborhood? They are pricing them, and this is what I tell nigglets all the time. You running around buying Gucci, Fucci, and all this stuff, pretending like you so rich. They can price you into the poorhouse because you don't have any control of your stuff. These people are talking about $1,000, $800 light bills, and that community was growed up, beat up, very neglected, and that ain't nobody fault but ours now.
That Michael Jackson community, ain't it?
Yeah, that's where he from.
Mama
Gary.
said, Mama said, Mama said,
and that's why they got the hiccup out of there. But but and but that's how they take our property. They take our property that way, and then also what did they do? All of the industry was taken out with all this NAFTA and everything else. And that's the very things that this administration trying to bring back. But you can't use these weapons against people to clear out neighborhoods. And because this place is being set up for this. You can look at it and you can see that. $800, $1,000 light bill, and it looked like a shack. Maybe in the 60s it was nice, 70s it was nice, but this generation ain't did nothing to none of those homes.
There go Trump right there. By the authority vested in me as president by the Constitution of the laws of the United States of America, including the National Energies Acts, 50 U.S.C. 1601, sequential E&A, and Section 301 of Title III United States Code is hereby ordered. Section 1 purpose, the energy and critical minerals, energy, identification, leasing, development, and production, transportation, refining, and generation capacity of the United States are all far too inadequate to meet our national needs. I just said that shit. I told some, I say, bro, that's why population control has to be in effect, because the resources cannot support the population. That's what he's saying right here. So it's time we got to do something. We need a reliable, diversified, and affordable supply of energy to drive our nation's manufacturing, transportation, agriculture, and defense. You heard that, agriculture, that means your food. To sustain the basics, modern life, and military preparedness. So we so weak and vulnerable, like you just said, Drybone, we could be attacked at any minute. Wow.
Well,
go ahead, Mark.
Well, we know this. Or let me say it like this. And that's where I don't agree with some stuff, and that is because
what stuff?
This administration is fighting against the globalization. Yes. And that's why it's catching so much hell. They're fighting against the globalization and trying to push countries into being country-centered. And the globalist is creating a lot of these issues, the UK and a lot of these other globalists. But we have shipped
What about
out.
the Arabs? What's your thought on the Arabs?
As far as what?
You don't see that they got our dollar is connected to the petrodollar, which is Saudi Arabia. If Saudi Arabia changed anything, we're finished. You do know that, right?
Oh, stop. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how that happened. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to make sure we understand this whole thing, because you mentioned about what you just said. I mean, I agree with you, but I mean, we got to bring some context to everything we talk about.
Yeah, but also
answer the question if you can. The Arab, our money is connected to who, brother?
I'm trying to
tell them.
Okay.
Just tell. You answer the question. What is it?
You asked the question. Let me answer it.
It's only one question.
Okay, the petrodollar. You are correct. But tell me this.
Tell you.
What did Trump do? What did Trump do with the Arabs?
What did he do?
He went to every one of them countries and he down like 4 flats on a broham with the majority of them. And then he created.
That don't change the petrodollar. That don't change the day. the thing I'm trying to tell y'all, and you can look it up. If y'all think I'm lying, I'll bet y'all money if I'm lying. You can bet money if you want to. I said the petrodollar, according to the Arabs, if the Arabs get screwed on this deal with this war, our dollar will collapse. Is that true or not, brother Mac? Is that true or not?
Yeah, but you cut me off when I was telling you.
I think I'm cutting people off.
So,
Okay.
so,
All right. Whatever.
so,
All right. All right.
I mean,
I
I mean, everybody can express themselves, bro.
I don't
Come
got a
on
problem
now.
with that.
So he, yeah, if they get screwed, but you said what about the Arabs? So I'm telling you, yes, I agree. We are connected to the petrodollar.
Yeah.
I do agree with that. Yes, sir. That's the answer to the question you asked.
That's
yes.
correct. Thank you. That's
Now, one of the moves that the administration made was they went and they created, what is it, the Institute of Peace, or the so they brought all these other Arab countries in that region together, and he got cool with them, Qatar and Oman and all those places. And that's why they can help fight against the Iranian problem. And that's why they coming together to try to do this Gaza thing. But also that keeps them cool, so it don't collapse. So it can shore up the American dollar. And he got all them commitments with building over here.
Okay, so now the people should know this.
You're
Now,
right.
what you're saying, now I just want people to know I'm not making this up. I want y'all to look this up yourselves. Unfortunately, there is Israel, the Khazari Empire, who seems to don't follow Trump's. When Trump make a good move, who is the first people to break the agreement? It's the Khazars. And because his son-in-law is part of this, it's kind of hard for people to understand. Even the people here in Florida is a little nervous of the fact that something got to be done, because I hope you know here, brother, you was his here. You told me with your own mouth when you came here. I told you those are not Jews. Those are what? What did I tell you they were? I told you they were from the country that we are fighting all over here in South Beach and 183rd Street and 163rd Street. They are Ukraine. Ukrainians are over here in Florida. I don't know if you know this because it's probably in your part of Florida, of course, but in my part of Florida, they ruling. So how do you explain that? How do you explain that to me and the people that we trying to reach? That's what we do.
And did you notice also that now we're starting to hear from our elected officials about this problem? They done let it get so far out of hand.
Yeah.
With allowing all these people over here, and they're not assimilating.
No,
they're not assimilating
at all.
And so that mess going on in Wisconsin, in Michigan, and all that. Now they starting to talk about the Muslim problem, and they're speaking to it.
Yes. So I'm just making sure we all saying the same thing. So I'm just making sure we all
yes, sir.
Let the people know that who listening on here that we need you look at all problems like you just said it. It's not that we are trying to make people upset. I want to make them aware. What you just said, correct. Right. Absolutely correct. Because again, Trump has done what anybody can possibly do without getting killed. So you have to put yourself in Trump's shoes, everybody.
Let me put y'all on some game real quick. Yeah. And to kind of piggyback on what y'all saying, Dry Bones, what you saying, what Bro Mark saying.
Trump is messing with life and death, really, when you go against what he going against.
Okay. Before MB1 got installed, the Saudi prince, this is when his dad was still in power. Now, Saudi Arabia has been in control of the petrodollar for at least fucking 20 years now. 20. And so, yeah, exactly. I'm just being generous. And so when the war in what was that when they went at Saddam,
Iraq.
Kuwait, no, Kuwait. You remember when we went into Kuwaiti?
Oh yeah.
Right. Okay. That's when the whole, I forget what they call it, the Saudi Springs or whatever. They got a name for it. That's what you guys were talking about, where all the Muslim states came together. Oman, all of them, Dubai, all of these folks, and the Saudis are the most powerful people. There's a such thing as a U.S. dollar, and then there's a such thing as, like Drabon saying, is a petrodollar. The petrodollar can only be used to purchase oil or energy resources, and so Iran for years have threatened the Saudi Arabian petrodollar. Now, China, see, a lot of people be forgetting about China, but China is the ruler of a lot of this shit, because we had some what did they call them, bonds that expired, and the U.S. did not pay China for these bonds that they had invested into the American dollar. And so that's what gave China their power. I think I think it was right around the time
Nixon.
Right.
President Nixon.
So they've been in debt to China for fucking decades. This is what gave China their power. If people want to be honest, China was damn near a third world country about, like Brabon say, about 30, 40, 50 years ago. But these people have created to be a superpower off the bonds that the U.S. dollar that they went delinquent on, that they didn't.
No. They became a superpower. They got money like that, but they became a superpower because all our industry started running over to them.
Well, we had no choice. We had no choice. Bill Clinton had to do something with NAFTA to pay off the debt. He had to do that. He was forced to do that. You know what I'm saying? And Canada was part of that too. But let me tell y'all about the IMF, the International Monetary Fund. For about 15 the last 20 years, we have been competing in a basket of currencies that rule the world. China, right now, the Chinese yuan is almost $9 to the US $1. We'll never catch them. Iran, them dollars are like $3-something, $3.50, almost $4. The Kuwaiti dollar is like $4 or $5 to the US $1. These people, like Bravo said, these people are superpowers because of their currency held and yields so much power and wealth. And then on top of that, they got outstanding resources underneath their feet. So the damn whatchamacallers, Dubai, these people created a whole fucking ocean. These people built their own ocean, man. This shit, you can't make this shit up. But what I'm saying is the IMF, the International Maritime Fund, and also the European Central Bank collapsed when they did the Brexit. See, everybody forget about the Brexit. You know about that Brexit drive on. That shit was done like, 5 years ago. That's where the Queen and all of them lost their power. So it's a lot of moving parts behind the scenes that we lose focus of and we don't pay attention to. And this is one of the things that is steadily cratering the U.S. dollar right now and the fucking wealth of America. So we pretty much sitting in bitches' lap right now. And we gotta, like what Trump is doing right now, Trump is our last resort, y'all. I'm just gonna tell you like that. He's the last resort. And let's see where this war in Iran goes. But if some shit check out for me real good in Iran, bruh, all us gonna be eating like kings, boy. You hear what I say? Because I did some investments in a lot of this shit that's going on right now. I call this shit. You can ask a lot of people. 10 years ago, I knew we was going to war. I knew it. Y'all know about General Wesley when he said we're going to war with all these Saudi states and these Muslim states. General Wesley, didn't he call it, Davo?
Yeah, we heard it on the show, obviously, a long time. But yeah, you're right. I mean, yeah.
So,
but let me just ask you this.
Go ahead.
General Wesley was deep, but Trump is still strategist. The problem we have with Trump is he not connected to not you guys, not y'all females. We got a lot of black people who is seeing this about Trump being CEO for what is going to take place. But the average black person within your family, they not seeing this. They are not, and you know they not, and you know you have you got more problem with your own family members than you're gonna have with any other group out there. Forget white people. Forget all the groups. The group that you're gonna have to fight is your own family. Watch and see. I'ma bet money on that.
Yep.
Bet you that. Bet you that.
Yep. And y'all know what this whole thing about Master P was, not to jump topics, but it was about LSU shutting down an African American history museum. Y'all look at this here. Rest in peace on the screen right here. 1988. How can you have history of African American history when African American, the term African American, wasn't started to 1988?
Thank you. Yeah, come on.
Somebody answer that, bro. Bro Shay, answer that for me. Bro Shay, you wasn't even considered African American until 1988.
Well, hell, you right. They even niggas trying to they trying to pre. They're trying to put FDA back into the 16 and 14. I'm like, bro, y'all are some goofies. Y'all are some motherfucking tennis shoe, flat foot goofies. You know what I'm talking about? Trying to put it.
Exactly.
Nobody was claiming no damn FBA, no damn 1600, man. No 1400, no 1500, no 1800, 1900, bro.
Exactly.
That's a remix of the Black Power. It's another version of the Negro Project. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's all it is. Just be honest. You know what I mean?
Listen, my damn birth certificate got nigger on it. I mean, I ain't, you know, I'm not trying to identify as nothing right now, but I'm just trying to tell you, my shit don't say African American. I was born before 1988. Okay. So my thing is like, if Trump is shutting down museums and all these in Washington, D.C., he probably doing you a favor because they're trying to shut off your history anyway by just claiming 1988. So maybe that's the reason why Trump is shutting this shit down. They're not really completely telling your history.
Bro, but we need to still organize because we got to still replace it because same thing what they did with the black. Erased the Aboriginal indigenous history. They replaced it with black. It's the same thing. So now you only unified up under the title label as black, and not all the other things that you know what I'm saying. It's kind of like it's usurping, man. Usurping culture, man. You know.
Well, you know, I remember I was in school when matter of fact I was at one point I was going to be a black psychologist around that time, and I remember when Jesse was pushing that. Somebody TV real loud.
I think that bro Zach.
Oh shit.
And yeah, I remember being in school and they was talking about. Matter of fact, we was discussing African American versus black and all that, and talking about it. It's like German American and all that type stuff, and it gives us identify all that mess. I remember when all that was going on because I was in school when we were debating it, and like you said, it's just get us another step away from what tribe we are truly from.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's like that big smoke screen they throw out, in the military, throw that smoke grenade so you can't see. And it's sad, but it's true. But one thing you got to understand, when they came here, we had millions of people on these shores.
Mm-hmm.
We had tens of millions of people on these shores. So what did they do? They had to start getting rid of us, and they never stopped. They never stopped getting rid of us. Whether they were shipping us out of here, killing us, massacring us, they treated us just like the buffalo. And so we went from tens of millions of people down to I think it was so many hundreds of thousands. So they were exterminating us wholesale. So we have to we have to look and we have to understand our true history, and we got to understand that this stuff has not stopped. All this entitled feel of, oh, how can they do black people like this? Learn your history. They do us like that, period. So don't be shocked, don't be surprised, don't be crying. Get prepared. Get prepared mentally, get prepared physically, and as long as we live in a don't worry, be happy attitude, they're going to continue to dismantle us and get rid of us.
Yep.
Yes,
Good
sir.
point. Good
Drop
point,
bomb. You want to chime in on that real quick? We're going to shut it down in a minute. Go ahead and chime
Hold
in
on.
on.
Let me back
Go
him
ahead.
up right quick because I just want
Okay,
to
go
say,
ahead,
yeah,
bro.
my
Shaq.
grandmama, I was born in 81. So my grandmama was born in what, 41, I think. She never, only time she used the word black was in a derogatory way. And she never claimed to be black and nothing like that. But she knew who was using that word, it was derogatory. You know what I'm saying? And she used it as it was supposed to be used as a derogatory term. That's all I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's your take on that? Drop on Sister Pinnacles. Do we got you in there yet? We're
I've
gonna
been
check on
I've
our
been wanting to
sister.
hear from Sister Pentecost, but I guess us four gonna be carried it over. But Brother Matt, great point. Great point. I mean, all your Brother Shaq, Dr. Juice, great point. I think this is gonna be the carry on. We should have these conversations all the way to November. Bring others on who are politically astute, because again, we gotta look at what we voting for, and we gotta look at who in our area is receiving energy in the vote that speaks to our consciousness. But we're looking for all y'all to give us your views of what y'all seeing, because this midterm, this is it, y'all. This is gonna be a big battle. And I think, and I'm gonna say, in the Republican Party right now got the upper hand. They cannot let this go, because nobody I know, I can't say everybody I know, but I don't think everybody is with that LGBTQ taking over, and women can't identify. Outrageous for us to be following that. So if they follow it, I hope something comes to stop it. That's all I'm gonna say. Hey, good night. Good show, but Dr. Juice. Excellent show.
And Drop Bones, this is what you was talking about earlier on the show about the Seminoles and St. Augustine. Let me let this clip play. Brother Shaq sent us.
Indians actually helped the United States round up all of these Alaskan natives and put them on reservations? Now, before even getting into all of that, it's important to know that in the 1830s and 40s, you had President Andrew Jackson and many others who were forcing many of the American Indians out of their territory, and they were causing numerous wars. And as you see here, the United States fought tribes like the Seminole Nation in 3 separate conflicts across a span of about 40 years, from 1817 to 1858. Now, this is important because the Seminole people never surrendered to the United States, nor did they ever sign a treaty with them, meaning they were powerful, and they earned the nickname the Unconquered People. Now, this is important because during the 1830s and 40s, you also had wars going on in Texas. And these were long fought battles between Texas, the United States, and of course, Mexico. So being that many of these tribal Americans were being pushed off their lands, and Mexico saw that the Seminoles were a tribe that couldn't be defeated by the United States, well, they went ahead and recruited them to come and work for the Mexican border. I present the Black Seminole Indian Scouts, and clearly you could tell that these Seminole Indians were brothers, and these were the ones who came from Florida who were fighting the United States for 40 years. So not only did these Seminole Indians do a good job, they did exceptionally well. And of course, the United States being who they are, they also made a call over there to the Black Seminoles and said, hey, we apologize. We'll go ahead and pay you guys to come over here and help us with a problem. And what problem do you think the United States had in the 1870s when they needed to recruit Black Seminoles? Yep, You guessed it, the United States had an Alaskan native problem. You had many of these Alaskan natives who were roaming the plains here in America freely with no order, so they had to force them and put them on reservations. And of course, who did they call on to help with that mission? They called on the last of the Seminole Negro Indian Scouts. And why did the United States call on these black Seminole Indians again? It's because their skills were unusually valuable.
Now, wait a minute. Drop on. What we just at the Seminole Hard Rock? Boy. Man, we got to catch up on this history, man. We have to catch up on this history, y'all. And listen, this has been a great, great show. And Brother Mark, we appreciate all your contributions. We appreciate your input. Man, listen, I wish we could have had that Sister Pinnacles in here. We're going to figure that thing out tomorrow, Sister Pinnacles. I'm going to have to tap in with you and see if we can go through some technology research and see if we can narrow down what this problem is with the microphone issues and the audio. So we're going to figure this thing out. That's why I try to encourage us, man, use your desktop and use your laptops and all of that before you use these mobile devices, because these mobile devices get a little janky at times, and your internet and all of that, your Wi-Fi, it's just not a good source of communication. I mean, it is for calling and all of that, but when you need to do some bigger projects, you need a little bit more bandwidth. So, Bro Mark, you want to close us out?
Bro, I just enjoyed chopping it up with you brothers, Brother Shaq, Brother Dry Bones, and yourself. And I wish we could have spoke with Sister Pinnacle, but her day is coming.
Yeah. And Sister Shell, man, we're gonna tap in with her. Go ahead, bro Mark.
Yeah. But I tell you what, it was a good conversation.
Great.
And we touched on some good points. If people take the time to look into some of the things we spoke about, I think they'll be well on the way to understanding stuff a little better. And that's what this show is about, trying to get Urban Matters out so you can realize they really do matter.
Urban Matters, man. That's what it's about, man. And we're trying to, educate our people, man, so that we could become more knowledgeable about what's going on, especially when it comes to history, y'all. Let me tell y'all about this is an article out the Atlanta's Black Star, and I'm going to close this out right here. Master P say he wants us to focus on Black Americans and what we can do to improve our financial future. He said he can't change the past. He wants to focus on the future. We know that, right? All right. So the comments quickly sparked debate over whether the rapper and the businessman was minimizing the historic or ongoing impact of slavery. Critics pointed out systemic racism's continued toll on Black Americans. Master P, however, framed his stance around economic empowerment. They don't like to hear that. Them damn liberals and them damn communists and them socialists, they don't want you to do for yourself. They need you to come to them for ideas. They need you to come to them for economic strategies. They need you to come to them for jobs. When you start creating jobs in your community, you are automatic enemy to the Democrat Party. I hate to say it, family, but that's just the way it is. I've been a business owner since 2013, and nobody likes the way that I move and I operate. Like they say, Master P, some of them accusing him of saying, okay, he's overlooking slavery. No, he's not. Slavery, we're not focused on that right now because, see, they need to fearmonger you to get your vote. They need to fearmonger you. They have nothing else to offer you. Democrats have nothing else to offer Black American voters. Nothing. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me. When you go to the polls this 2028 and 2026, what are you going? What are you voting for? Are you voting to keep Trump and his cronies out of office, allegedly? Or are you going to vote for something tangible for your community?
For some buck busters.
A lot of y'all don't even know who your supervisor of elections is. You don't even know who your local representative is in your community. But I bet you know who voting blue and no matter who. So like I say, The goal here, man, is to create some type of financial literacy for us. Because like Dr. Claude Anderson say, you need to vote as a block. That's how you do your power. You get your education together, you get your money together, and you threaten the dollar bill and you threaten with your spending power. Because right now, that's really all we got, $1 trillion worth of spending. And we have no ownership, man. So listen, that's what politicking is about. Like Brother Shaq, if we just going back and talking back and forth like we're talking on this conversation today, everybody be talking about, they quick to say, oh man, I don't get involved in politics. Man, listen, everything is politics. When you decide you want a Coca-Cola over a Pepsi, that's politicking. When you say you like Chevy and you don't like Ford, that's politicking. So yeah, no matter, you are what they call a capitalist. You live in a capitalist country. So Black Americans, my family members, you are a capitalist. No matter how you like it. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, you're right, man. Salute to everybody, man. This is doing this speaking out. I can see how the guys back in the days, you know what I'm saying? All any of the names of men and the women that spoke out public back in the day. It ain't easy, bro. So you gotta have some type of brass,
Yes.
you know, to speak publicly, whether everybody agree on the topics or the conversation or the
Exactly.
issue.
Gotta be said.
It's got to be said, man. And like you said, everybody is not designed to do the same thing. You know what I'm talking about? There's people that's deep into history, and there's history buffs. That's what they do. I go for people that's real history buffs and do documentaries and stuff. I kind of listen to them for history. I'm not listening to somebody that's telling you that's not what they focus is, because it's not everybody focus. People still got to be able to do things that's well in their wheelhouse.
Yep.
So I'm not, and like you said, that's a we know this is a political action. This is midterms up, so they need any type of big name, you know, to associate, attach themselves to, and you become cannon fodder. This is another cannon fodder trick. You know what I'm talking about? Grab somebody with a big name and just throw them into the cannon fodder and just get people riled up.
Oh yeah.
Get the shea butter and the ash your kneecap people. You know what I'm saying? To raise hell over nothing. When you should be focusing on
Man,
building.
listen. I was down there, Dry Bones to tell you, bro, Shaq, I was down there in Miami this weekend, and all I seen was them small hat people running around, and they had their small hats on.
Exactly.
In everyday life, they wearing their small hat costumes, and they not even trying to explain that shit to you. They don't care what you think about it. Them people have pride in who they are, and when we start having pride in who we individually are, and who we individually are mobilizing as, we'll come out of this shit, man. But our problem is we want to go fight every goddamn body battle before we fight our own. And that's why we keep coming in last place. That's why, man. And we got to stop this shit. We got to stop. Listen, history, don't get me wrong. I think, me personally, a lot of the history is distorted that we've been getting. Think about it. If people are not interested in who we are in our history for the last 50, 60, 70 years that they so-called had all these historical museums and we still have not got it, and it's still not resonating with us, then it must not be real history. That's what I say. And I think this is just a remix of everything. This my personal assessment. Nobody has to agree with me on this. But I think what's going to get ready to happen, especially with the younger folks, at least let them get the real story, since we've been miseducated on our history. Because you sitting around waiting on these folks to tell you your history, you already fighting a losing battle right there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Your history should be told by your own people. And grandma and them used to always tell us when we sit down at the table, baby, we got Indian in our family, baby. We never did listen. We never understood what that meant.
I'm gonna back you up with that. My grandmama and grandfather, they didn't necessarily just tell me, they showed me. You know how they showed me?
Yeah.
they created from scratch. Everything they did, they created from scratch. Ice cream, made stuff, clothes. They knitted. My father, grandma, and grandfather knew how to sew and knit clothes, bro.
My mom on them and
chop
all
wood and shit. I'm like, oh my god, these motherfuckers is some beasts. You know what I'm talking about? So they everything they know how to do from scratch and create something.
The medicine. What about them old school homemade remedy medicines?
Bro, look here. If you got, hey, look, I'm gonna get you had gas. You had that trap gas. She tell you drink you some warm water, some goddamn a teaspoon of mustard.
Exactly. What about when you had a virus? Drank a RC cola and drop 3 peppermints in that motherfucker. Boy, you'll be like new money in the morning, boy.
Or a hot toddy. A little bit of liquor with some cough drop or something, cough syrup in there or something, you know what I'm saying? Some lemon in there. Bruh. A hot toddy.
Yeah. Yeah. What about that? They took that damn what that shit called? They used to have it on the Little Rascals. I don't know if you remember the Little Rascals.
Castor
oil. Boy, that shit there, no, it was awful, but boy, that shit worked, boy. Yeah. That shit worked. They took that shit off the market.
Yeah.
They sure did,
man. I heard y'all used to use like turpentine. I didn't come up in the turpentine era.
Turpentine and sugar kill worms.
You know what I'm saying? Parasites.
Get a teaspoon of sugar, put 2 drops of turpentine on it, and eat it. Ingest it.
Yeah.
And it'll get rid of them.
Just like lead paint.
Parasites.
They took lead paint from us to protect us from the radiation from they made it. They seen that the lead paint stopped them from seeing and hearing into our houses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They stopped that shit. Talking about the kids were eating the lead paint. It was causing cancer.
Yeah.
Nah, but
a kid eat paint.
Nah, but you know what they got? They do got this thing called pica, where it's like a mineral imbalance where the kid will try to eat salt. And that could be dangerous. Salt or like chalk or some shit like that, or like the dirt or some shit to get, because their body is craving that mineral. They're really deprived of that mineral. So you'll see them in there eating like some chalk or some shit, or trying to get some sugar and eat. I mean salt.
Why is so much dirt?
Our grandparents used to feed us a teaspoon of clay. Red dirt. Red clay dirt.
A
teaspoon.
Clay.
And now they sell the bentonite clay for, once again, for the gut and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So all of this is just offshoots of
remedies,
old native remedies.
Yeah. Facts.
But listen, yo, that's gonna be a whole nother conversation right there, man. Hey, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna have an old school remedy where your grandma and them knows and told you were Indian people and this your land. And don't let nobody else tell you nothing else different. Remember, y'all heard it first here at Urban Matters BMG, man. I'm your gracious old Dr. Juice.
Peace.